Hello world. Today I want to do a little bit of coding, live coding really, because I've not really prepared any of that. I mean, here's one I made earlier, but I'm going to wipe it. In SonicPi. SonicPi is a really cool little live coding environment for music. Let's start there. Yeah, live coding environment based on Ruby. So Ruby is a programming language, which is kind of, very high level and very accessible like Python. But of course, if you like, fluent in Python, switching to Ruby can be a bit difficult at first, but it's got all the same thing. It's quite nice. And SonicPi allows you. Well, let me see. It comes with like some demo, little bits of code. I think there's one that plays a bar minuet. All right. So actually playing a score is probably not the right use case for SonicPi. What's great about SonicPi is that you can do music procedurally, like programming it with code. And in particular, I mean, if you Google SonicPi, Sam Aaron, the gentleman from the University of Cambridge who made it for education purposes, by the way, like to be used in computing and music lesson in school, which that's a stretch, but we can try. I'll talk to my colleagues. He's got like some live coding DJ or some live electronic music sets. It was some really cool drum and bass in here. There's some ambient. Okay, it's not playing all the time. What's really powerful about it is that you change the code and it just updates naturally. And I want to do a polyrhythm. Polyrhythm is the simultaneous of two or more rhythms that are not really perceived as deriving from one another. So your basic one is like 3 against 2. So one thing will be doing threes and another will be doing twos, etc. It kind of goes like that. And I am also going to be using the overtones or series or harmonic series in that to keep everything vaguely in harmony. I'm going to go by those intervals, which are when we kind of integer multiples of the frequency. So this is the root note. This would be an octave, right? Twice the frequency. That's an octave. This is 3 times the frequency. That's actually the fifth above the octave. 4 times is 2 times 2 is the octave above that. The fifth, and interesting, you notice every time there's a prime, we kind of elicit another note. The fifth is the major fourth above that octave here. And then here, this is 6, which is the octave above the fifth above the octave, right? Following there along, which is itself a minor third above the previous one. Of course, with equal temperament, that means that the notes are actually getting sort of out of tune. We'll keep it simple here. All right, so let's find SonicPi and do it. The core ingredient of SonicPi is the live loop, which you do like this, live loop. You give it a name, so I'm going to start calling it 2, and you say do. And I'm going to sleep for 2, and then play. So my root note, something I can hear. 60 is middle C. Well, let's just kind of demo this to see how it works, right? It's not working. I know it is working. I don't want to put it too loud because otherwise we can't hear me on the top of it. How's that looking in OBS? Peaking a bit. All right. That's a middle C being played every 2 beats at. Actually, I'm gonna also say use BPM 120 beats a minute. Stop and start again. Right. So every 2 beats, I have the C. Let's take it down, all the way down. So 48. This is the MIDI note number, and everything's in semitones. So what have I done? So an octave below 60 is 48. Another octave, we can hear this. Yeah. Another octave below is 36. This might be getting a bit low for my laptop speakers. Yeah, that's can't hear it. I don't know if you made me hear it when we get good sound system. So I'm gonna pick 40 because that's a E, right? And it sounds like this. Still a bit low. Stick with 40 because that's just like the lowest note. So I've got something that's gonna beep every 2 beats and do another live loop. So live loop, the keyword live loop with an underscore. Then you give it a name which starts with a colon. That's going to be live loop 3, which is going to do sleep 3 and play. So an octave above 52, 12 semitones. And I'm going to have a 3/2 polyrhythm. All right, let's throw some more. Live loop 5. Do sleep 5. What I'm doing is I'm sleeping before I'm playing, because otherwise it's going to start with like the chord with all of them together, and as we add more note, that's going to like, difficult. It's going to be a big cluster thing. So I will have that at the end once we hit the multiple of all of them. So here we're going to only end that with 30 and play 52. So now I'm like the 5th above, so 7 semitone, 59, and cool. 7, do sleep 7, play. So now I'm like 64, right? Because that's 5 more. Right, it's a 4th above the previous one, but it's crucially an octave above the previous one, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this frequency times 4 is 2 octave above 64. Yeah, 52 and 12, 64. Shouldn't really take that long. Uh, 7, 11. So now I'm like a major 4th, a major 3rd above the previous one, 68. And then it's 13. 71, right? So it's 64 and 7, right? A 5th above that octave, which is 24 above that one, right? 17 is the next one. Okay, I'm lost now. This is root, 1 octave above, 2 octave above. I should have named them after the multiples rather than this thing, than the frequency of the polyrhythm, frequency of the note over the frequency of the polyrhythm. I guess that's like 2 octaves above, and then I've got major 3rd plus a minor 3rd is the 5th. I think this is where I'm like at the minor 7th. It's actually a really flat one. I mean, to be fair, that's the equal temperament for you. Where's my stuff? Yeah, let's have a look at the harmonic series, right? This one, this flat, no, which one is it? Okay, we're in C, when that's C, right? But like we're in C, and that's like a B flat, so that's the minor 7. But it's a very blue B flat, which is kind of like differ most significant for equal temperament, because the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, where is it? Right, that 7 is like minus 31 cent of a semitone, 31% off. It's 31% flat compared to what it's supposed to be. Still, I'm just going to play it at equal temperament because that's what I have at hand. So that's the 5th, 70, 64. 76 will be the octave, so we are 74, yeah, because it's a minor 3rd, right, above. 19, do sleep 19, play. Well, after that we're playing it by ear. I guess we fall back on an octave, right? Again, so it's like 76. And then there's another one, and then we kind of get. I'm just going to simplify it by making like half tone. Live loop 23. Do sleep 23. And play. So this one's going to be 78, 1 whole tone, and then this one 20, 25, 27, 29. I know mine primes. I'm just going to check real quick. Slip 29, and that's play 78, so 1 semitone above the previous one. 29, 31, 37, 41. I've got this. This is nice. Can I have it somewhere else? Yeah. Here is good. Okay. So at this point, I don't really know how I could. I can't really go. If the overtone series was kind of like will collapse because we're just multiplying, meaning we're adding a constant number, the frequency. But as we get higher into the spectrum, an octave, because it's doubling, is kind of a larger frequency span. So there's like one octave between. Whoa, that's it. They all played together. They reached kind of like the final multiple where they all. Yeah, that was bound to happen at some point. I like it. Oh no, because it's done 78 as well. That should have been 79. If we hear the same note twice in a row, there's a problem. Okay, now I've got those. How about I can start making them from the lower notes again. So keep going up with the primes. After that, it's 31. Sleep 31. But this one, I'm going to play. So I'm going to go back to my series and say, right, what if I get the fifth above that, like the 47? Right, so I'm actually the overtone series, but I'm shifted by one octave. All right, let's play it. 37. So I've already got like a 52, so I'm going to want like a fourth above, say third, like 4 semitones above. Right, good, 56 essentially is what I'm saying. 41 is the next one. I don't need to look them up, I'm sure, but yeah, it is 41. So let's have the fifth above that octave. So wait, where was I? So it's another third above this, minor third, so it's 59 from the top. I'm gonna speed up the tempo a little bit as well. Right, we've reached 29, 31. I could make some longer notes, to be fair. Once we start reaching kind of large primes, they could last for longer. Except I don't know how to do it and review off the top of my head. I think play documentation is here. Just click it. It's a good environment. It's quite if you know to code a little bit, it's quite fun to pick up. And it's another entry. Like processing is the kind of visual one, I guess, and this is the sonic one. In fact, that's why it's called SonicPi. After 41 is 43. And we're going to sleep for 33 and then do something like play. So we were at 59, which was the first and third. So 3 above this, 62. And 47. Yes, 47, then 53. So now we're just stacking minor thirds, so they kind of, 53. 68. Kind of a bit lost. I know we're in F, right? That 30. Oh, in E, sorry, in E. That 30, where we started. All right, from the top, we can see what's firing in here in the cues: 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7. Seven. Yeah, 59 is there twice, isn't it? But that's fine. I mean, if I'm going to be doing this, I should have had like... I should have like a mapping of the MIDI notes to the actual notes because I'm just a bit lost. 3, 3, being in a, kind of like an octave above, and this was like 3 as well, and this was 4. No, this was 3. I think I may have stacked too many minor thirds. 56 was our 4th above the octave, right? So like there's an E that's like something sharp, right? The A flat, whatever. So starting from here, I've got a minor, and then a minor. That's like the 5th, the 7th, the octave, and then that should have been. I messed this one up. That should have been 57, and then this is going to be 68. Because I ended at 79 and 78, 79, and here I'm ending at like 67, 68, which is not an octave below. It's 11 semitones below. I've messed up my maths. I mean, I could only make it jazzier, right? But I think we can speed it up because it's going to be a bit. Okay, what if we just double time it? Oh, not quite, but yeah. Oh, I like this. Faster. So we've hit 59. We're not going to get to the massive chord until like quite far high. Wow. Oh, okay. I could just listen to this for hours now. I can, in fact, I think I can record this. Is this? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, that was SonicPi. Thank you for watching and have some fun. You can download it yourself at sonic-pi.net. It's the live music coding synth for everyone. I wasn't doing this on purpose, but it turns out they've just released the latest version 4.5 like 2 weeks ago, so it might be worth checking out. It's nice and stable, and even if you're not keen on actual programming, check out the videos of people doing live music, live coding, right, for music, because it's very, very impressive if you like music and coding and live. All right, see you next time.